Dan Willis here, and we're talking about in this video, what is a charge-off? We're also going to cover how long does a charge-off stay on your credit report and should you pay a charge-off debt? Now, a charge-off will typically occur after 6 months or 180 days of delinquency or missed payments. The lender will charge off the account, in essence, giving up collecting payment on the debt. In other words, the account will be closed and the lender will report to the credit bureaus the account was charged off. This is primarily done for tax purposes, and your credit report will show the status of the account as a charge-off. Now, the debt will either be sold or assigned to a third-party debt collector, and you'll begin receiving a barrage of phone calls, letters, and these days potentially even emails. This can happen with a variety of types of consumer debt, including credit card accounts, mortgages, auto loans, personal loans, etc. And your credit score will be in for a rough time. Of course, while the account was delinquent, the lender was reporting a late or missed payment on your credit report, thus hurting your credit score. But once the debt is charged off and sent to a debt collector, you can get a double whammy to your creditworthiness. Equifax says in an article, and we quote, "If the debt is sold to a debt buyer or transferred to a collection agency, it may appear twice on credit reports, once from the original creditor and once from the collection agency or debt buyer." End quote. In other words, two credit report dings. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll-free 1-844-517-7627. Now let's talk about how long does a charge-off stay on your credit report? 7 years. The Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA, is federal legislation that says the maximum amount of time a charge-off can remain on your credit report is 7 years. And this time window begins on your first missed payment. For many folks, the total maximum amount of time a charge-off can stay on your credit report is 6.5 years. Keep in mind, most lenders won't actually charge off the debt until 180 days or 6 months of delinquency or missed payments have lapsed. While this is the maximum amount of time a charge-off account and most negative credit report items can legally remain on your credit report, the Fair Credit Reporting Act doesn't say anything about a minimum amount of time a negative item must stay on your credit report. In other words, there is no minimum amount of time any negative item must be on your credit report. Contrary to popular belief, our lenders and creditors voluntarily report our account information to the credit bureaus. They're not required to, and the Fair Credit Reporting Act only regulates the maximum amount of time negative items can legally remain on your credit report. Further, if O.J. Simpson can get early release on a 33-year prison sentence after serving just 9 years, we're confident you can get early release from the maximum bad credit prison sentence and without good behavior. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll-free 1-844-517-7627. Now, should you pay a charge-off debt? It depends. Once the account is closed and the debt is charged off, the rights to the account will be sold or assigned to a collection agency. When this happens, the account on your credit report is supposed to reflect a $0 balance. However, the debt collector will now have the rights to your account and they'll be reporting a collection on your credit report, often with a much higher balance because they can legally assess your account with interest fees and, believe it or not, even collection fees. At this point in time, you cannot pay the original lender or creditor. They no longer own the rights to the debt on your account. It's been sold to a collection agency. So if you were to pay someone, it would have to be the debt collector, not the original lender or creditor. An Experian article says, and we quote, "Paying a closed or charged off account will not typically result in immediate improvement to your credit scores, but can help improve your scores over time." In another, different Experian article, it says, and we quote again, "You should do your best to satisfy all debts you owe, but paying off charge-offs and collections likely won't benefit your credit score much." End quote. While it would make logical sense that paying a charge-off would help your credit score, it's not reality. Moreover, if on the rare occasion the rights to the debt have not been sold, if you choose to pay a charge-off debt, the only change will be in the status of the charge-off on your credit report. It'll become a paid charge-off. This is still a negative credit report item and won't raise your credit score. This doesn't mean you're stuck with a charge-off or less than perfect credit for the maximum 7 long, expensive, and embarrassing years. If your goal is to get a better credit score, we must remove the charge-off item from your credit report in addition to the debt collection from your credit report. For many Americans, these credit report dings and blemishes and negative items are the cause of a low credit score. You see, your credit score is akin to your grade point average, or GPA, in glory school days past. It doesn't matter if you're acing all your courses if you're failing underwater basket weaving. That one negative mark is going to decimate your overall GPA. This too is true of your credit score and why it's so essential to remove credit report dings, blemishes, and any negative items. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll-free 1-844-517-7627. Again, that's for a free credit report consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-844-517-7627. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. And of course, subscribe and join our congregation, because coming up next, we're going to be talking about the 4 steps to handling the charge-off collection debt and how to go about resolving that situation. So of course, subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.